This is Andrea Szabo with RosterDoc.com. Today in the world of sports, I'm going to talk to you about the top 5 sleeper wide receivers for 2012 fantasy. Number 5, Braden LaFell. Sounds fancy. Teams figured out the revived Steve Smith in the middle of last year, and they made adjustments to take away the deep pass. Count on Smith receiving a lot of attention once again, which leaves the door open for Braden LaFell to make a nice little jump into production. Cam Newton will only get better as the years go on, and while touchdowns may be harder to come by, LaFell could easily post respectable yardage and receptions. Number 4 is Randy Moss. Is this a stretch? Perhaps. But as we learned over the past decade, when Randy Moss is mentally all in, big things happen. So far, it seems like he's ready to play, and to be a major contributor in the suddenly revamped Niners offense. He's currently going in the later rounds of mock drafts, and he's a bargain at just $5 million in RosterDoc's loaded salary cap. He's a guy you can grab cheap and reap the benefits. Number 3 is Titus Young. If Calvin Johnson drew consistent double teams last year, expect triple or quadruple teams this year. That will open the door to speedy Titus Young, who looked great in OTAs and was a reliable target down the stretch last season. He'll move ahead of Nate Burleson for targets, and as Matthew Stafford matures, he'll be more comfortable going to other options, not forcing it to Calvin every pass. Number 2 is Brandon Lloyd. Still flying way under the radar is Lloyd's arrival in New England. He's expected to fill the big play deep role that the 2011 Patriots sorely lacked. Also, learning the playbook won't be an issue for Lloyd, as Lloyd has now followed offensive coordinator for the Pats, Josh McDaniels, to a third team. McDaniels knows how to use Lloyd, and Brady will too. A line of, let's say, 65 receptions, 1,100 yards, and 10 touchdowns is extremely possible. And that brings us to our number 1 sleeper wide receiver, Eric Decker. Peyton Manning will need some time to click with the currently banged up Demaryius Thomas. Brandon Stokely is a familiar face, but it'll be Eric Decker who should reap the benefits. Expect him to be heavily involved early on, and perhaps play the Austin Collie role in Peyton's mind. While touchdowns could be a hit or miss, it's not out of the question to expect a Jordy Nelson-like breakout in yardage and receptions. Those are your top 5 wide receiver sleepers for 2012 fantasy draft. Thank you for watching. This is Andrea Szabo with RosterDoc.com.